Hubbard's Marina. Captain Will and the boys just got back in from a 39-hour adventure. Want to talk to you guys a little bit about that trip, a little bit about what's going on now, what's coming up, and more as well. Want to give you guys some updates, tell you how you can win free fishing trips, how you can come hang out with us in person at our upcoming events, and tell you a little bit about the weather, the fishing, and all that good stuff too. Definitely a good 39-hour adventure here with Captain Will and the guys. Some nice big red snappers, some nice red grouper, some big wahoo, and yellowtails. A lot of good quality fish in here. Some big red grouper hiding underneath there. I saw a few scamp in the pile as well. Definitely a stellar trip, despite, again, the current running a little bit strong for us and fighting some stuff. But we did pretty well. Looks like a good trip, huh?
It was awesome. We've been having one thing or the other happen. We've been doing well at night and bad in the daytime, or vice versa. And this trip, we just got them.
Nice.
And excellent at night, and shot offshore and picked throughout the day. Just kept going deeper and deeper and further. And the current finally let up right close to sundown. We spanked them on a couple of spots.
That's awesome.
Came on back with a load.
So this trip was a steady nighttime bite, steady daytime bite, just fought a lot of current and had that to deal with most of the trip.
Yes, and the last trip I abandoned the current and it didn't pay off. So this trip we stuck it out in the current, kept going deeper. Instead of leaving the current, we kept going deeper and finally got on a massive fish out there and really spanked them.
That's awesome, man. Nice catch of mangroves too, some big fatties in there. What was the hot bait this trip?
I would say the red snappers, a little bit of everything. Again, the big dead bait on the red snappers. The mangroves were chewing. And my favorite bait for the mangroves is it's just small dead bait. But the bigger ones for sure, a cut bait or a pinfish, live pinfish, or a bigger cut bait as well.
That's awesome, man. Now, this wahoo was an interesting story. You said that gentleman who caught the wahoo, our friend Jim, he dropped down and caught himself a 18, 19 pound red snapper, reeled that up, and then dropped down and caught that wahoo, huh?
Yeah, we a couple trips ago we had a similar thing happen. People were reeling in big fish and they were getting cut off at their weights, where a fish was coming through and hitting their weight on the way in. And I think it was a big wahoo, and this is a similar incident where they bite something moving quick in the water, and this one just happened to miss it and get stuck on his tail and snag him right in the tail.
You know what was funny is I talked to Jim and asked him about it. He said he caught that big, huge red snapper, that 18, 19 pounder, reeled it up, and then was tired, didn't want to fight a fish all the way from the bottom. So he baited back up and dropped down until he couldn't see it anymore, and then just stopped. And he waited there trying to catch a fish higher in the water column. He felt the bite and then went to set the hook, and when he set the hook, it just took off.
Yeah, it spooled him almost, and it was straight on top, where a lot of fish don't go right out on top. You know it's something decent when it does that. You know, a shark's slow and will go on top, but they're slow. This thing was fast and spooled him right out, and just came right back in dead because he drug him backwards.
That's
all
awesome.
The way back in, yeah.
That's awesome. Great fish for sure. Some solid luck from Jim this trip. Nice pile of fish. Thank you, Captain Will.
Yes, sir.
Another stellar trip, and looking forward to doing it again tomorrow. We've got plenty of 39-hour adventures left here before the end of our red snapper adventures. Remember, red snapper season goes all the way through end of day, September 15th. So we've got a lot of opportunity here to get out there and catch some of those red snapper, and hopefully you'll get a chance to come out and join us and do some red snapper catching yourself. It's definitely been a great time to get out there on the Flying Hub 2 on our 12-hour extreme trips. That boat behind me has been catching them up with limits of red snapper, some solid grouper numbers, red grouper, scamp grouper in the mix, some nice mangroves, a couple yellowtails. So the Flying Hub 2 is doing really well on the 12-hour extreme trips and private fishing charters. We still have plenty of spots open for that boat, especially as you get into later June, most of July, and then there's tons of room come August. And remember, red snapper goes all the way through September 15th. Also, we've been doing really well on these 39-hour adventures, as you could tell from that nice pile of fish. We've got an in-person event coming up June 24th if you want to join us. Tuesday night, June 24th, 7 to 9 p.m. at OCC Roadhouse. We're going to be doing our Real Animals fishing conversation. Myself and Cap Mike Anderson will be there. We're giving away a Bull Bay rods. We're giving away Engel coolers, Real Animals, and Hubbard's Marina swag as well. So hopefully you'll get out and join us there Tuesday night, June 24th from 7 to 9 p.m. We do that event at OCC Roadhouse every fourth Tuesday of the month. We also have the live stream show every Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. where we give away free fishing trips, a 5-hour half day for 2, a 10-hour all day for 2, and a 39-hour trip for 1 lucky winner as well. So tons of free fishing opportunities during that live stream show. Hopefully we'll see you for a fishing trip or a dolphin cruise or an island trip or a shelling trip, a sunset trip, a snorkeling cruise. We do it all here inside Johns Pass. Plus we have tons of private charter options for bachelor or bachelorette parties, ash gathering trips, memorial trips, offshore signings. We do a lot of different private charter options here at Hubbard's Marina as well. We've got our Don's Dock Seafood Market rocking and rolling with fresh seafood, fish, fresh reef fish, a grouper, snapper, a lot of different species there with lobster, shrimp, clams, oysters. We got a lot of stuff down at the Don's Dock Seafood Market to check out as well. So hopefully we'll see you out on the water to do some fishing, touring, island hopping, shelling, or down at the Don's Dock Seafood Market, or in person for our Real Animals event. Also, don't forget we have our Saturday morning Real Animals radio show every Saturday morning from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. We have our news segment every Friday at 8:15 a.m. on Fox Channel 13 News. And also, again, we got voted for the 4th year in a row the top charter boat in the entire country. So thank you all for the support in making that possible. We definitely couldn't do it without our fishing friends like you. So hopefully you'll get a chance to come out and join us and see why Hubbard's Marina was rated the top charter boat in the entire country 4 years in a row. Definitely very honored and blessed and appreciate all the support, y'all. So we look forward to seeing you out on the water. Don't forget, if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too darn busy. Here goes our 10-hour all day pulling out here. The 10 hours about to leave out and do some catching. That 10-hour trip's been catching a lot of those lane snapper. They've been seeing a few nice mangrove snapper, a couple of those red grouper, lots of heads and tails too on that 10-hour trip. And they're getting ready to pull out behind me and head out for some catching fun. We've got our dolphin tours, island trips, and island ferry trips, snorkeling trips, sunset cruises leaving later today as well. So things are looking up for a great day here inside Fish Famous Johns Pass at Hubbard's Marina. Hopefully you'll get a chance to come out and see us and do some catching with us on one of our fishing adventures here. And hopefully we'll see you on the water soon. Don't forget, if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too darn busy. Have a good day, y'all.